Welcome to episode 45 of Factorio. This time I wanted to do a little bit of building on the base itself. Where is my concrete? There is my concrete. Let's grab some concrete and see how far we can go. So we already planned to make a square out of it. So I just want to do a stand on this corner. It's somewhere here. Oh, that's the corner. So let's make it bigger. And then let the robots build it all the way. Apparently we do not need that part. Can we move it? No. Need to move it like this, right? Yeah. No, we can move that. Come on, robots, spoiled. There are a few robots just building, so it will take a while. But then we have the shape and the size of our base. And then we did too much on this side too. So basically, how is it on this side? Yeah, I'm doing it right. I think we can remove this water here. That's not a problem, I think. Because it will only stand in the way, right? And then we can continue laying stone down right here. Oh, that's too much. You tells. Set you in tells. Use as blacklist then? No. Which uses white list, only white tells. So let's try it out. No, it didn't work. What? Well, that's a problem. Now we can rebuild that. Oh no. That's going to be a mess. That's really a mess. Oh my god. Why did I need to try that out in such a big area? And more there. These are all full. Yep. Next full. And then filling you. Alright. Oh, we need to redo it anyway. So let's remove it. And then also these chests. Oh, come on. Come on. Why do you need to leave all that stuff, you know? More. I wish you could just say, well, don't remove that anymore. But apparently you cannot, so that's pretty awkward. If it just said full chest, no, that doesn't work. Q. And then we need more. Let's fill it up. So why not? Robots, please stop. Yeah, continue just doing your work. Would be nice. We'll be happy about that, at least. I'm gonna redo this structure anyway, so let's take some time to redo it. Oh, that also remove the concrete. Oh, that's for certain a problem. Let's see if we can redo this structure, because it's pretty irritating, and also the coal line and that kind of stuff. We're gonna redo it, and then we're gonna lay down new concrete. Do we have concrete? No, we don't have concrete in my inventory. Of course not. There's one big mess, as you can see below the things. Remove everything except for the two coal pit lines, please. Oh, I'm removing those 3 chests. Oh, that's going to be a problem too. And then in you. And then more. And then in you. And then we use that chest to put this in. And then more. So we can make this nice. So you substation grid, I want to rebuild you. And then I want a blue line of coal. First going through that system, and then like this way, I guess. Something like that. And then we can use the grab a lot of stone, and then we can continue building the stone. And then hopefully we won't get much interference with that. Oh, come on. Well, there's now some stone below this part. It's pretty irritating. Let's try to get that fixed. A little bit more stone, and then we also fill that in. And then we can move this part and try to move that part, and then we can put the belts back. If we are able to remove all the parts. Alright. So that is going right. How to destroy your base. Oh, there's iron ore still there. Well, that needs to be mined then. Miners, where are you? So we need belts. And we need miners. So we need a miner here. We're just gonna mine into a chest. Then we need to mine out all the other stuff as fast as possible. So I guess some big lines here would be the best way to go at it. So the coal buffer is working again, and then we want it to be copper being there. I guess we can spare a little bit of room right here. And then we need the coal to be eventually right there. So like that, and then we place the light back somewhere. Alright, we need more lights. Do we have more lights? And then we place a light right here, and a light right there, and a light right there. Alright, and then we can put some more miners down. I don't want a light there, I want a light on the upper part. So copper is coming in. Alright, and the copper is going down here. And then we want the copper to be going in. Oh, alright, so I messed that up completely. That's for sure. We need another copper, coal split. It's called a coal thing. So coal, hello coal, go this way, please. And then, right, this one has some problems too. Now we have a lot of coal. Alright, then we can put in copper right there. And this is the place for what? For iron ore, I guess. So if we just connect the iron ore through, put it like this. Must be possible somehow. Oh, one further, like there. So this will move iron ore. So iron will continue to be mined now. So now the copper. So I want it to be like that, and then some underground belt thingy, so we can have a split. Underground belt don't need to be there. Let's do it like this. So the copper will come in right here. Coal will go there, and then this one go us up, and then like that. And then we would have copper going again. Alright, then we have a lot of coal left. Let's see if we can dump the coal somewhere. I guess these chests, because I made it so it ignores a row, so we can get pretty much a lot of the stuff done there. Then we still have quite a lot of copper left, and so let's put that in like that. And then we have iron. We don't have iron ore yet. Why don't we have iron ore? Because that was alright. Now we have a big problem. That wasn't for iron, and now our whole base is full of iron. Greatest idea ever. It was the copper line. So our copper, all the places that needed copper now have iron ore. So there's copper again. Let's see here too. Alright, let's go a little bit further. If we're gonna move it right here, then it might be a little bit better. Come on, stand here and grab a lot of iron ore from the belt. Our whole system has failed us. Alright, there it is. Alright, continue here. Alright. Alright, so there was copper there. So that's working. Is there's copper on the belt? It's annoying. Is there more iron ore? There's iron ore on the belt. Here's iron ore on the belt. Do we have more places? Oh, luckily that got quite fixed. Get rid of the iron ore. Go smelt it, please. So we get a little bit more iron throughput. Copper is going, so that's fine. We might want to do something like that. And then we need iron ore to be delivered right there. Alright, so let's try that out. So I guess it's right here that it needs to be delivered. Yeah, I think so, yes. Alright. This one is slowly just grabbing that last few things off of the belt, and then we can continue working on this. Get that working, because I want all the copper out of here. So, as soon as possible. And another line. And then if we do like that, then the belt will be compressed, something like that. Can also remove this part, because I want to redo it anyway. Get rid of that. Yeah, we need a system that does that. You can get rid of the copper right here. More copper. More iron plate, copper plates in here. Oh no. Want to do it like that. Then get rid of that. Alright. So that's working. We are delivering a belt of copper. Let's see if we can find a place where there's still iron on the belt. Iron ores. Is it here? Nope. So that was the only place. I don't know. A little bit of blue and blue. Yellow is dead. Why is yellow dead? No, that's not yellow. Yellow is somewhere here. What does yellow need? Yellow needs more purple, and more purple needs more green, and more green needs more iron. But the iron is being used by a lot of the machines. So that will come up shortly, fast. If we take iron from this place, well, why isn't this one working? Oh, now it's starting up. I was wondering why that wasn't working. So that works. Now the only thing to do now is to move this belt one down. And hope my whole inventory didn't get clutched with iron ore. But they're there. And then we just make more drills right here. Like that. We can't mine that, so we need to do that. And then we can use substations. Can we use them nicely? As they should. Can place that one good. You can place this one right. And the only problem would be this one right here. Damaged power pole. Let's place it down so we get rid of it. Alright. Look at that. It's mining up faster, I guess. Because it now has way more miners than it used to have. And it's way more organized. So it's better for my eyes. That's for sure. And we make another belt thing here. And you're going to be adding that to this place. We need one more to get this last piece of copper out. We're going to use 4 miners. I know we can do it with 1. We want to use 4 miners, so it's one of the fastest things. So to get rid of this, one of the fastest. And then our base is starting to be better. And if this patch is going to run out, that would be so nice. Alright, so we cannot mine this one below here. So that would be a problem. How fast are we? Yeah, it's been created faster than loop. Place some more down. Place this in inventory. Alright, what's this? This is something that could go away. We have iron plates that we can get rid of. I have batteries. Let's place them in one of the thing chests. Does anything need batteries at the moment? I don't know, because we're not importing batteries, so I guess it will be fine. Copper. Oh, let's get a lot of things done. Let's get rid of it. Come on, fill my inventory with useful stuff, please. So we have quite a lot of copper ore. I thought we need 50 of those. Apparently it wanted to deliver more than 50. It's a bit annoying. So we were building quite a big. How much copper? So 1.3 million. So it is going down, but too slow. Too slow for me. And that's because we don't get enough iron on the belt. Why is iron drying out that badly? I think something must be disconnected, because it cannot be that we're not producing a blue belt in our full factory, right? Well, this place is hard to produce one full belt out of, because I know that. But we had a different mine, and I don't think the other mine in the middle of the base, it's just not connected. So I guess we head out there to find out what's wrong. Oh, it is connected. It's just not producing that much. So we do not produce a full belt of iron ore anymore. Well, luckily this patch is drying out, but sadly that's going to be quite a big problem. Let's put in steel in here. So steel production. So we're not producing, so we need speed modules. So let's see, do we have some speed modules? 3. Did you create 50 of them? Nice. Let's see if we can speed that up in the middle of the base. Something has blown up. That's not a problem at all. Because luckily this runs on its own power grid. Ha ha ha. Although it's sad because we have now less production of power, and it's a good test to see if these stations will keep working at night. It also needs to be redone. I want to get rid of this part especially, so I want to use more speed modules in this area. Because I want to get this digged out. There's one big mess, so yes. Probably what the hell is going on here? Not even a clue. So like that. Then we can have this is so big mess, you know. So mine it. Let's redo this part because I don't like it. I really don't. It's such a big mess that I cannot work with it. And then that gone, and that gone, and that gone, and that gone. Yeah, we have here. We have a lot of stuff. So it just needs to go like there. So where are my speed modules again? Right there, good. Belt. Alright, so we're gonna dig out this area as far as we can. That didn't affect anything, so we can put this deeper into the territory. I want to get as deep in that territory as possible, so we have a nice mining out, so there won't be much left underneath though, so that will be good. One more there, and then we put this line connected to the main grid. Alright, and then we're gonna continue just doing that. Down one to the other side. And then use a few substations to try to power a lot of that. And then we can use one of these more. Hopefully that will produce quite a lot more, because we're using way more miners, I guess. We're using way more efficient space usage. Also, that stone patch is really annoying. It used to be that it needed that to be that way because there was so much iron ore here, but now it doesn't. So I'm gonna change that up. Like that. Can we use power poles? No, we can never. Oh yeah, we can power that. And one there. And then we use belts. And then we can use a few more belts. We need a substation for that. Substations. And then we can move this one, I guess. And then we can put a few more right here. 3 more. Wow, they're gonna run out really soon. I don't mind, as long as we get a nice production going. And then we need, if we just change that to split it like that, you know, compress one side, will make way more sense. Alright, it's doing great. What we could better do, I guess, is something like that, because then we have a belt compressor, and then it could compress the belt. Alright, and then we have some iron ore left. You can put that in these. And then we have some speed modules left. Come on, robots, hurry up, because I want to get this one down. So that's all done. Now a few in the middle. So it will get mine that out. Also, would love to mine this out, but I need to remove quite a lot of that. That's a little bit problem. There's also one below here, and I cannot seem to get that fully working, just because it doesn't get enough iron. How is this doing? So we have one full chest, well, almost one full chest, so I'm gonna fill that chest. Meanwhile, we have almost a second full chest, so, well, that's quite a lot. Wow. I don't know why this system cannot work with stops. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You fully run out of the full buffer. There's no sulfuric acid anymore. Well, that could be a cost of quite a bit, because petroleum is getting low and that kind of stuff, because coal is low, I guess. So sulfuric acid, it is good. Sulfuric acid is I guess we broke the line somewhere. That's connected. So that pipe is connected. Oh, it's not connected right here. We normal pipe. So now we have a mine going. The only thing to do is make sure that the buffer is smaller. So otherwise, I will pain in certain areas, because the amount of ores and I need to move eventually, because now fuel I forget the name. Our processing units process the uranium faster than we can mine it up. So yeah, let's move quite a lot. Let's see, how are you doing? U is empty, U is empty, U is empty. we're gonna get rid of quite a lot of on this side. So this is almost mined up. And to be fair, I think we can have quite a lot of energy, because look at the amount of bad uranium we have. And we are already having two full chests of good uranium. And it takes so long to get through one uranium piece. Apparently you are not connected to the sulfuric thing anymore. So now you are. Okay, that's nice. You can also do it like this, and it wouldn't be nicely connected, but it doesn't matter. There's a weird wobble in the lines. That's true. Let's remove that then. Look, there was a signal of that 4 uranium has been loaded into the system. So the system is starting up again. How's the power? 1 minute. Yeah, do you see? If you load in uranium, you get that weird dent. Although it's not that big. And it gets bigger over time, so we might need a bigger factory to see that dent better. Anyway, we are not mining enough to get the centrifuge working. Alright, so that's a little bit problem. So let's pull this line up. And then do it like this. And then do it like that. And then we can see how much centrifuges are working. I don't think they are all working. We have quite a bunch of them, and the patch is running out slowly. So this uranium ore patch is 135,000. This is also low. This is still good. This is almost gone. But anyway, that was it for this episode. I will just continue working on some random stuff here and there, some bips and bops. Oh, that's why I didn't move that coal. And we'll continue working on some random stuff, bips and bops, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day, and goodbye.